We empower learners. That's a phrase my school says. And yeah, that's a funny ass phrase for a school to have. I mean, pretty sure all schools will probably have something like that. Oh, like we empower learners. When the only thing y'all empower is the agenda that's been running in this country, running in the world, honestly, since school had existed. Making people have a work schedule, making people get used to getting up early, making people learn stuff that's not going to matter in the real world, brainwashing people to believe they have to be this, that, to just fuel the rich people agenda that you can't be creative, you gotta be like this. And I'm not here to say like, the teachers are bad, because honestly, the teachers, they're cool. They honestly are. Especially in senior year. Everybody's chill. But at the end of the day, this school, end of the day, that doesn't mean that it wasn't taxing on the younger people that are younger than me, a few years younger than me, that I have to go through. Now, sure, school is easy. It is. It's just so time wasting that it makes you lazy. That's the problem I have with school, and that's the problem that I will always have with school. You know, you could be spending this time actually having, I don't know, just one thing to do, which is a job. But no, I guess we had to go through a 7-hour trip where you're learning maths that you won't do in the real world, where you won't do in college, where you will literally be like, okay, I know simple math. Why do I gotta learn these? I don't know, this fucking letter shit, fucking discrete math. Like, why would I need to learn that for the real world? Now, of course, if there was an interest in mathematics, maybe I could understand that. But at the end of the day, they don't care. They treat every student the same. And if you have like, I don't know, maybe a learning disability, for a while I struggled because I had one, and I do have one. But now I'm at peace now, and I'm better because I don't got a bunch of toxic shit to deal with. But, this school is an interesting environment. It is. It used to be terrible for me. Everything felt like taxing. Everything just felt wrong. Like the vibes were off. I just couldn't click. First 2 years, I really couldn't click. I really couldn't make a name for myself. 11th grade happens, and I've actually discovered my footing. 12th grade is where it's now full-fledged. It's kind of crazy to think about, honestly. It really is. And here's the thing. I wanted to talk about it yesterday, but didn't have the energy to, which I remember the next day. But the thing is, this started with hello thing. Now, I don't want in any way, shape, or form mock the Sandy Hook promise. After that were to happen, yeah, I would want like something like this to happen too. However, the way this school is using it, and possibly for the whole state of Ohio is using it, it's just a stand-in. That's what it is. It's just a stand-in. Because they don't care about kids' mental health. They never have. They have never, in a day in their lives, cared about students' mental health. They never did. And they never will. Not to say like, teachers don't care about kids' mental health. No, this goes out to the school board. Honestly, this could go out to the principals. Y'all don't care about kids' mental health. And if y'all were to, it would be too late. It would be if something bad happened. If an attempt was made. If the attempt went through. If that were to happen, y'all would actually care, and y'all would act like, we care about the student in our community more, blah, 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 blah. When you are at fault, when you did nothing, when social media pops up and y'all did nothing, y'all brushed it off, and then they kill themselves. And then y'all can act like y'all give a rat's ass about that kid. Y'all never did. Why? Because y'all never gave a fuck about me. Now, I'm not trying to be selfish to be like, oh, they didn't give a fuck about me, so they didn't give a fuck about you. No, here's the thing. And when I'm saying this, I don't mean any disrespect to the football players, to the basketball players, anybody who's doing a sport. But y'all honestly got a more easier way to deal with things. You're friends with the principals. You're friends with the teachers. You're cool with that. You get an easier brush to the side. Meanwhile, you're probably bullying somebody else, probably make fun of them. That was in the past years. Y'all don't really do that anymore, which I appreciate. In all honesty, I appreciate it. I really do. I do appreciate it. But here's the thing. Y'all get an easier way by. And here's the thing. Listen, rumors of pills getting popped, rumors of steroids use. Now, I'm not going to say where I heard that from, because honestly, if I said where I heard that from, y'all would think I was tripping, or y'all would think like, oh, why would he even do that? Now, maybe I'll say that story in a future day or two. I'm probably going to say it after high school, to the point where I don't give a fuck. But I'll leave it at this. The coach, who's assistant principal, by the way, he probably knows about it. And if he does know about it, he probably doesn't care. Hey, what gets you to win? Because that is our concern. That is our only concern. You play to the best of your abilities, even though you're rushing yourself to a drug. Some of y'all have never read Gym Candy, or y'all have never heard of steroid use. Y'all ain't educated about this, but hey, let's concern ourselves with testosterone. Am I right? I don't want to come off as like somebody who like, oh, he's bitter, he's angry. Nah, man. I'm just saying how it is, or at least how I see in my perspective. Because if you have a differing perspective and you're like, oh, you're wrong about this, fine. You don't have to act like I'm saying gospel. I'm just saying my piece. Like, I'm just saying my piece, bro. Like, if you have a problem with it, that's fine. If you like it, that's fine. But at the end of the day, schools never care about kids' mental health unless they off themselves, unless they drop off the face of the planet, unless they disappear or some shit. Not to say the school's at fault for my troubles in my outside life, but I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, in all cases of mental health, they wait until it's too late. They probably wait until it's go public. And if it does go public, and there is an offing, they'll act like, oh, we're sorry, our thoughts and prayers about this, when they did nothing to help the kid. Now you could say like, oh, how were they possibly supposed to know? I don't know, dog. It's a fucking school district. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm kind of going off the dome right now, so I might end this in a second. But I mean, like, hey, another funny thing about school is this. They don't care about mental health. They don't care about your sleep schedules. They don't care about your well-being. They just care about you graduating, so they can be like, hey, our class graduated. They have this amount of points. They just want to use you as statistics. They just want to use you as statistics. And honestly, I thought about this for a while now. And honestly, I just think about this. Like, the schools have always been a failure. And they always will be. They ruin kids' true passions. They waste their time. They waste their energy. They waste all their fucking time. And the only lessons you're really taught are outside the classroom, or when you're with your friends, talking about something that's not school related at all. Or it's the lessons when you see teachers act out in many ways, or see your parents act out in many ways, or your relatives act out in many ways. And you're like, that's what I don't want to be. Like, that's what I don't want to do. Those are the true lessons in life. The only thing school teaches is the system that we're going to be put in, which is a job. Possibly after college, though, you get a degree in college. Given AI and the economy and the whole job search thing and the whole recession of everything from money to jobs, we're in a rough outlook. We're in a rough state, literally. That's what I think. That's what I think about this. You don't have to agree with it. Hell, you can disagree with it at all. But, that's my take on it. And a note to self, too, because I see a girl who tries to sit with the popular kids, who tries to fit in, whatever they're doing, and gives a glare when everything's not going her way. What I have to say is this. Once you graduate, all that popularity, all that image, all that everything that you wasted years upon, all that building yourself, all that having this massive ego, once you graduate, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And it never will. Again, maybe at the reunion, but it's probably going to be 10 years. And I honestly feel sorry for those kids who try to get validation, who try to get that validation to fit a hole in their place because they never had it as a kid. Those are the saddest cases. But me, I stay true to myself. I've been through so much that I can't fake anything. Like, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. There's some people who have similar interests to me. We haven't connected. And maybe we better connect on IG messages. I don't know. Maybe I connected with some people and some people just were like, oh, I don't fuck with this kid anymore, which is fine. You can hate. I don't give two fucks, honestly. Like, I have gone through so much shit. I've gone through so much shit to the point where I'm like, why am I concerning myself with school-related stuff? Like, I'll do the work. I always do the work. I always do it. You do the work, you pass. As long as you get D's or C's, hell, you can get D's on a math test. You'll still have a passing grade. All you gotta do is the work. That's all you gotta do. Now, sure, it's ridiculous, but yeah, just do the work. Do the work and you pass the class. That's what I do, and that's what I will be doing going forward. Now, maybe when the second semester starts, I might be like, yeah, I need to get the fuck out of here. Or I can't wait to get the fuck out of here. But I know when school ends, I'm going to underline miss it. Due to all the friends I've made in the past. Due to all the missed chances that I made. And I appreciate all of y'all. Whether you're against me or whether you're with me, whatever side you're on, I appreciate you because y'all give me a drive to go every single day. And I truly appreciate it. Even to the people who hate on me, I truly appreciate it. And if you want to talk shit behind my back, if you want to talk shit about me behind my back, to where you will say, oh, I would destroy him to them, but I don't want to play him in a basketball game. I destroy him in a basketball game, but I don't want to play him because he's dirty as hell because we fought over a loose ball. I said he threw an elbow because I can't take an L on that. Some of y'all have fragile ass egos. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, schools don't care about mental health. Try to cancel me now.